Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. My name's Adam. Thanks for clicking on this video. Hope you're all well. We're currently at Tilbury. It's a cold Tuesday morning. It's 8:20 now. Been here since 5:30. Told to get here for 6. They don't come in till 7. And the load that I'm picking up and a colleague just behind me is for Sheffield, and it needs sheeting. So we're going to get them loaded, get them over to where we can strap and sheet them, and I'll stick the camera up and you can watch me sheet a load. It's 2 big steel coils that I'm loading. I think the other lad's loading one steel coil and some plates. It's Tuesday the 18th and it is of January, and it's freezing. What's the temperature? -1. -1 at Tilbury. So hope you all had a good weekend. I went out on my bike ride, which I talked about. It's absolutely cream crackered. I'd say about 28 kilometres by the time we'd finished. My app shows 26.5, but we'd stopped and had a cheeky pint and then carried on from there to my house. Has got to be a good 1.5 km easy, maybe even 2k. So we was up to about 28 kilometres, and I enjoyed it that much. I think I'm going to buy myself a newer mountain bike. I think I was struggling on some of them hills, probably just me age and being unfit really, not the bike. Bad workman always blames his tools. But we've got a problem, like the lad behind me has never sheeted before and he hasn't got any sheets with him, so we're going to have to sort that out. Probably get them loaded and then solo over to our depot and grab some sheets for him, and then I'll have to pass my sheeting knowledge on to him and show him how to sheet. But I'll see how much I can film. Might just bob the camera on the top and do a time lapse of throwing the sheet over, and then we'll get up to Sheffield and I'll do the same when I get up there. I'll bob the camera on, drive in and strip the load down. 1 second. Yeah, back to the office. Yeah. Don't speak a word of the Queen's, this lad. He's got to go back to the office and get his paperwork. So yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll get up to Sheffield and we'll get in the shed there, get the sheets off. So it's only 2 coil, so not a big job. Just the sheeting of it that's going to take the time, and obviously this lad having to run and get some sheets. We was hoping to drop his trailer somewhere and I can load it, but it might be an option if he drops it in the strapping bay actually, and then I'll drop mine in once I'm loaded and get his and whip round with his, and he can make his way down and get his sheets. I'll just go and do that then. I'll try and sort that out with him. See if he drops his trailer in there, I'll get loaded, drop mine in there, and then I'll bring his round, load his, drop his back in position, and then obviously then by that time hopefully he's back with his sheets. Right, we'll go and get that sorted and see how we get on. Right folks, got the load on. Let me have a quick look at it. Two coils all strapped on. 12-ton coil, see it there, 12 tons, and this one is 13,690. So not far off 14 ton. 2 coils, plenty of straps on, strap protectors as usual on any sharp edges. You don't need them on there because it's nice and smooth, but you've got 4, 2 going this way with the ratchets, with these ratchets on the opposite end, 2 pulling it this way, the ratchets here, and then these straps in the middle restraining it from moving forward and backwards, with ratchet this end to pull it that way, and to counteract it you can see the ratchets on the other end to pull it the other way. Just bind it down, stop any movement left, right, forward and back, hopefully. So we're going to get round there now. Hopefully Dylan's back with his sheets and we'll start getting them loaded. I'll bob the camera up on the top and you can watch us watch us struggle getting these sheeted. I think I've made a bit of a schoolboy error with mine, really. I might have got away with just using one sheet if I put them closer together, but we'll see how we get on anyway. With the height of them and the what's it, needing to cover them completely front and back, I still might need to use two anyway. So I'll get round there to Dylan and we'll see how we get on.
I'm in the kitchen while you smoke outside. You're careful not to let the smoke inside. I always tell you it's poison. I know it helps to take the edge off the day. We get the drink before it's closing time. The one on High Street with a blinking sign. Oh, this man must feel poignant. I won't be there to see the snow melts away. Oh, yeah, I've been gone on business. I gotta make some money. I really feel the distance, and I'm crying myself. And I miss you telling me to leave my shoes at the door, 'cause you just wrapped the floor and the dirt drives you crazy. And I'm crying myself, 'cause it feels like poetry when the rain falls down on the window. You're in my arms and I'm watching the TV. Yeah, I cry and miss home. Yeah, I cry and miss home. I smell you cooking from the living room, and then I tell you that I love your food. I know it doesn't come easy, but you know it reminds me where I'm from. Oh, I'm in another city. I got nobody with me, and it just really hit me. And I'm crying myself, and I miss you telling me to leave my shoes at the door, 'cause you just wrapped the floor and the dirt drives you crazy. And I'm crying myself, 'cause it feels like poetry when the rain falls down on the window. You're in my arms and I'm watching the TV. Yeah, I cry and miss home. Yeah, I cry and miss home. Yeah, I cry and miss home.
Well, I'm sweating like Pavarotti in a cake shop. Absolutely piss wet through is what I am. And my French. It's only 6 degrees, but it's got up to 6 degrees. And I've got my coat on, my jumper on, t-shirt on, and then I chuck my overalls on. I always chuck my overalls on when I'm messing with stuff like that. Chains mainly and sheets. But in the end, well, it was a pain in the backside. The sheets that Dylan had brought back were just sheets that had been chucked in the corner. Looks like for repair. All down the one side of his sheet was all ripped, and then it turned out that one of mine had a ripping just over the rear, the back coil. So we had to pull more of the sheet from the front to the back, and then struggled getting the front right. Couldn't envelope it, couldn't make it just a nice sliding slope off. So if it did rain, it's not going to rain, the blue skies, but if it did, the water would run off. Oh, bloody hell. Soon got warm, chucking them sheets about. I've done it for a while. I've not done it for a good, I bet getting on 12 months, last time I sheeted a load. Just don't do as much of it. Clambering over back like that and throwing sheets about is not really great for health and safety, is it? But got to be done sometimes. Job's done now, we're on our way up. 2 big coils. One at the front is around about 12.5 ton. The one at the back is getting on, it's 13,690 did we say when we looked at it? That's getting on for 14 ton, isn't it? We've got 20, come on Adam, 26.5, 27 ton easy, 27 we're on for. Feels nice though, where it's sat. I was thinking, if I'd have just closed the coils up a little bit, I'd have covered it, but I wouldn't because of that hole in the sheet, and then when we put the other one over, that's got a rip in the front. Ridiculous. Because we're not using the sheets like we used to do, and the lads are not here who used to religiously sheet, and what you used to do, every time you got a new truck, you got a set of sheets with that truck, brand new, with your number on, and you were supposed to look after them. And if they got any rips or tears, they come down to Rochester for repair. But the guy that used to repair them down at Rochester, Sean, who was famously known as Sean the Sheet, because he repaired all the sheets, has left, and we don't have anyone repairing. And I got my 16 plate CF with a brand new set of sheets, 568, numbered up 568, nice, you know, brand new set of sheets. And then when I came out of that and went into the XF, now the XF was only 6 months new, in fact it was older, it was a 65 plate, it was actually older than my CF, but I wanted an XF. There were no sheets with it. There would have been sheets originally with it, but there were never any sheets with it. So I commandeered a decent set of sheets and had a decent set of sheets on it. And like I say, we don't use them that often, so you know, they kept them in good state of repair. And then I got this, and they told us that they're not making any more sheets because there's enough sheets in the fleet to be used on the sheeting jobs that we do, unless something happens where we get a specialised job where we're going to be sheeting regular, then they're not going to make any more sheets for vehicles. We're a flatbed haulier, we need sheets for vehicles, and these sheets are knackered, so when I get back they'll just get put in the yard and put in a repair pile, and so they need repairing. I think they use an outside company now to repair them. So yeah, I had to pull the front sheet over the back sheet. Would have been nice if Dylan could have got his truck at the side of mine, but his truck's coming in and out, so he couldn't. What we got for Dylan was a full 45 foot. These are what we call half sheets, which are great if you're just doing a small load. If you're doing a full load, I like to use a full 45, and that's what we used on Dylan's. Ends up looking a lot neater as well. But that was knackered, like I said, all down one side where the aisles are, where the ropes were supposed to be in. It's obviously been caught on something and ripped straight back, and you had at least 3, maybe 4 missing with no rope. Well, how would you tie that down? You can't, it's just flapping about. We got the tension front and back as much as we could, but when you're working with crap, you just make the best of it. I think we've done a tidy job of them actually. I know we'll have the any experts on there telling us where we went wrong, but I'm happy with it. It's going to stay dry. It's covered. It's going to stay dry. It's going to get me to where I need to be. I just hope I can get it off now after that delay. Which wish if they'd have said to me last night, obviously they didn't know, the load needs sheeting, I had time to get into our Rochester depot and park for the night. It's just I was north of the river and the toll road, the Dartford crossing. I was north of the Dartford crossing, so going south obviously would have been toll charge and diesel charges. If I, obviously knowing I had to go and get sheets, then I would have gone south last night and parked at Rochester depot and then got all the facilities you need at the depot. But not knowing I needed sheets, then I just stayed north of the river and got myself parked up last night, and then got in there this morning to find out what exactly it was that was loaded. As soon as I seen the sheets, what we were loading, I seen it was auto compound. I knew, and I asked the guy, he said, "This is going to need sheeting, isn't it?" I said, "Yep." So I haven't got sheets. And then after I'd rung it into the office and received a phone call back where they were trying to see if we had any sheets at our gateway site, or if there was anyone running north from Rochester, that could bring me some sheets that was in the process of sorting that out. Dylan turned up at the side of me. Never sheeted before in his life, obviously not carrying any sheets. And in the end we couldn't drop a trailer. Why I got them both loaded, because I was loading one end of the building, he was loading the other end of the building. They wanted us just to get us loaded, and then they could get on with obviously loading the rest of the trucks. They didn't want to load me and then the guys on the other door wait for me then to drop that trailer, pick the next trailer up and go around to load that, because they wanted to go the other side of the warehouse to load something else, because it's just a massive big warehouse, where it's stock warehouse really. Things come in from the docks, get offloaded into there, and then the customers send people in to collect their goods basically. So they would have been finished up that top end of the warehouse once they'd loaded Dylan, and then they could have carried on. They didn't want to have to wait half an hour, 40 minutes for me. So basically we both got loaded at the same time, parked up, dropped Dylan's trailer, I jumped in his unit, and we just solo bobtail, whatever you want to call it, to the depot to get the sheets. But it just all added time. It's now 1:15 and I'm probably not going to get up here till about 4:30. Hopefully that's it. Fingers crossed. Dylan's is not actually for delivery till tomorrow, but we're going to see if they can get it off today so I can help them get the sheet off. Taking the sheet off's no biggie. He did alright there. He did fine. Learned a dolly knot at the end. The last one he put on, he got the dolly knot right. Right, I'm definitely going to Sheffield now. See you in a bit. Bye for now. Well, we've arrived. Absolute nightmare of a run up. It's 6:05. I've got a head round here to gate 51. I've done it before this job, but a good while ago. Driving. That's where we get our sheets off and get on offloaded, hopefully. I'm saying hopefully because we're about 3 hours past our booking time. So the chances of getting offloaded are slim, but hopefully they'll offload us. Massive place. Auto compound. Used to be Sheffield Steel. Now I think the Indians own it. Massive complex. This door should lift and she'll be able to drive in. Use the phone in here if I remember rightly. And with a bit of luck, at some point he'll come and offload us once we've got our sheets off. I think we're parked between these two yellow cones. Certainly get the load between the two yellow cones anyway. We'll try that. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. Bad a result, he's going to tip me. He's going to tip me out here. follow him out here and park up, get my sheets off and everything, and he'll come out with his big 17-ton truck and lift these coils off. He wants me along here, does he? Right, let's get these sheets off. Jesus, what a day. I've got to smile. If I don't smile, I'm going, honestly, the day I've had, if I don't laugh about it, I end up throttling my transport planner or something when I get back. Everyone's under pressure in this job, and you know, he's got his own pressure, but honestly, the day I've had, unbelievable. It happens on this job, it's nothing unusual, but it started this morning. I had a weird feeling this morning when I got to where I was loading, that if I'm going to Sheffield with this load, I am positive it will need a sheet. But I have loaded stuff out of there that doesn't need sheeting, and normally they're on the ball. Have you got sheets with you? If not, go and get them. Could have gone to Rochester and we could have sorted sheets. You know, Dylan's turned up, he's not got any sheets. We've had to sort the job out. Long story short, at one point, obviously, he wanted us to drop a trailer. I was going to load both trailers. That didn't happen. They wanted me loading in one area, Dylan loading in another area, and they wanted to load us simultaneously, and then they could get us out the way and they could get on with what they was doing. Fair enough. So we did that. We got our load strapped down. Dylan dropped his trailer because he was told to go and get sheets. He was worried about not knowing what sheets to collect because he'd never sheeted before, never done it before. And if you've never done something before and you're unsure, you are a bit like, am I going to drive all the way to Kent to pick these sheets up, come all the way back to Tilbury for Adam to say they're no good? So I went with him, and we're halfway there, and his phone's ringing, and it's our transport planner, or one of our transport planners, and he's handed me the phone to answer it. I've answered it, and he's, Dylan, what's going on? I said, it's Adam. I've rung Dylan, haven't I? I said, yeah, but I'm with Dylan. Well, is he not gone for sheets? So I explained what had happened, and I said, I'm sat in with Dylan. We're going to go and get the sheets together, make sure we get what we need, and get back and get the job done. I can't do anything until Dylan gets back anyway. Dylan needs help sheeting, he can't sheet, you know, fair enough. So, gets in there, gets the sheets, we gets back. Just coming through the pipe, Dartford, Dartford crossing, phone call again. Transport planner, how are you getting on? 10 minutes away from Tilbury. Right, Adam, you need to get on, you need to get yours sorted out and get on your way. Yours is booked in today, Dylan's booked in tomorrow, but, and this is the but, I do want to get you both tipped. I want to try and get you both offloaded today. No problem. So we pulls back in to Tilbury. What you didn't see on camera, I don't know whether you can see it, but Dylan's truck, I'm parked, there's a container, Dylan's truck's that side. We had 2 half sheets and a 45-foot fly between us, so I decided I put the 45-foot fly on Dylan because his load is spread out more and it'll cover it. No, you know, obviously it'll cover the full length of the trailer. So we gets that on Dylan, and I'm trying to show him, you know, tie off at the front, come to the back, get your tension with your dollies, or I don't use dollies, but I mean I do use dollies. I like to use dollies on the rope. Sometimes I use them when I'm pulling the sheets down, but when I'm pulling tension on the back, I find putting it back through the high of the sheet, putting it on a hook and pulling it that way gets better tension. That's just the way I do it. Because as well, sometimes when you put a dolly on and you're pulling it, you get to the end of it and you think it's still a bit loose. If that's the case with a dolly, you've got to undo it and mess about. With that, you just think, oh, hang on, loosen it off, I'll put it on the next hook back and I'll give it another pull. So, you know, showed him how to get the tension in the sheet, and we got it sheeted. Then we jumped on mine, and I thought I'll probably get away with one half sheet on my load. But these sheets have been sat in a corner at Rochester. Now, obviously we've not been using sheets that as much as we usually do. So, like I said before, we don't do as much sheeting. So my truck has not been issued with any sheets. The last truck was issued with the sheets was a 2016 truck, so I haven't got any sheets issued for my truck or for myself. So when I need sheets, I have to get them from a depot. Well, these have just been chucked in the corner. They were for repair. Dylan's was falling apart, mine was falling apart. I think I'm just repeating myself now. I'm sorry if I am, but obviously we got the job sorted out. That's the long and short of it. And then I'm getting it in the neck for helping him. You should have just got on your way. Next time, keep me informed. I could have told the customer this, I could have told the customer that. You're not going to get it off today. Danny, leave it to me. Been here a million times. I know they work till 10 o'clock at night. I know there's a chance. Slim chance, but a chance. You know, you can get it off. Anyway, managed to talk them round, as you've seen. I got tips, and as I was getting tips, I've managed to get Dylan to come down. You see him pulled across the back of me, and we took him round the other side, and they tipped Dylan. So both of us are tipped. So the point is, you know, I have nothing to eat. You know, I mean, like, stop for the proper official break, because we was running back and forth. And I mean, I had the break in the passenger seat when we went to, you know, that was my 45 officially. Was sat in Dylan's passenger seat going to Kent and back, and my truck was on break. But I didn't physically stop and have something to eat. Luckily, I'm on a diet, so it helped me out a little bit. But so 2:30 when I'm running up, I haven't had nothing to eat. So, you know what I mean? I'm thinking, I'm stopping. Got to stop. Make myself a brew and just knock a sandwich up or something, which I did. And then when I come out into traffic. I don't believe this. Rings up, you know, he's well, we're not going to get it off today. That's that truck not earning any money. I don't care about your truck not earning any money. What about me not earning any money? Anyway, I ignored it and got up there. Long story short, got tipped. And I'll say something to him tomorrow. I'll definitely say something to him tomorrow, because no disrespect to him, but he's worked here about 6 months. I know most of the customers, I know most of the jobs. And the other thing is, I'm old school. I was taught by the older drivers here. Drivers that have been doing this type of flatbed work for years. Been doing it 30, 40 years when I turned up. There's a couple of them still here now doing it, who taught me how to sheet, taught me how to do the job, you know, taught me through things, helped me with things, stopped and helped me. And I'm going to pass that knowledge on. Now I'm getting to be one of the more senior drivers at the company. It's my place now to teach these younger lads how to do it and help these younger lads out. On one of my videos, I talk about how that's been lost in the transport industry, where even at one point, drivers from other companies would get out the trucks when they've seen you with sheets and stuff and help you. I rolled 2 sheets up there that you've seen on the camera. Nobody helped me. There was a couple of trucks in the area. There was a truck driver drove past. There was forklift truck lads. There was plenty of people about. Not one person helped me fold them sheets up. It's died off. And I've often pointed the finger at drivers, at this, that and the other. And basically it comes down to your transport planners, your transport manager, your traffic team, just in general your management, because you've not got the time anymore to take that time to help somebody. If you're empty and you ring up and say, I'm empty here now, no problem, make your way over such a place. You've got a load out of there for 8 o'clock in the morning. So you're pulling out, there's a lad, he's just pulled in, he's just starting to get his sheets off. You know it's a crappy windy day or something. Pull up, I'll get out and give him a lift. You're there about 20 minutes helping him. And I can imagine, you jump back in, you start driving to your collection point, they're on the phone. Well, hey, how come you're not there yet? Oh, well, I stopped and helped such and such, you know, I stopped and helped one of WS's lads, or whoever it was. Well, I don't pay you to do that. But back in the day, that's what happened. Everybody helped each other. I'm not saying, like, I've only been doing this job 15 years. So I'm talking as 10 years ago, people would stop and gradually from then. And it's the pressure that you put under by just that everybody wants everything yesterday. You know what I mean? You're picking up, they wanted it delivered the day before. So you've got to get it there. It's got to be there today. And that's the problem. And it's not always the issue that it's drivers that are just not willing to help each other. It's been beaten out of us, because when we do help each other, we get in trouble, which is just ridiculous. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, that is my rant over. Like I said, it's been an eventful day. It's just been one of them days. And the thing is as well, it all started by the guy that's been moaning that his trucks have not earned any money, and the guy that's been moaning that, why did you stop and help, why didn't you just get on with the job, blah blah blah. He didn't do his job properly yesterday. If he'd have done his job properly yesterday and checked and told us we needed sheets, I could have got the sheets last night. I had enough time to go and park up in the depot and get the sheets, and this would have been all loaded, and we'd have been on our way at 10:30 in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning. You know, we would have been loading at 8, say loaded for 8:30, both of us get our sheets on, 9:30, 10 o'clock, you're on your way. So, you know, it's not a lesson learned for me, it should be a lesson learned for him. And he also, on the app, didn't put, or whoever filled the app in, didn't put the destination address, they just put Sheffield. Because if I'd have checked the app last night and it would have said, you're going to Auto Compound at Sheffield, I would have known that it needed sheets, and I could have rung in and said, this load needs sheets, do you want me to go and collect sheets for it in the morning? And they then hopefully would have said, yeah, get Dylan some sheets, because he's going to be coming as well, and all this would have been sorted out. So a problem started by a transport planner not doing his job properly has put pressure on 2 drivers to get the job done, which they've done to the best of their ability, and got it done and got parked up. 2 minutes I had on a 15-hour day when I backed in here, and that is on my life. 2 minutes. When I put my handbrake on here, I had 2 minutes left on my time for the day. So any more delays there, getting all my equipment off and sorting it all out, I would have gone over my time, but I didn't. Dylan started a bit later than me, so I know he wouldn't have had any problems getting out and getting parts up. So that's the job done. No infringements, no accidents, no problems, but pressure for making us rush put on us by a transport planner who failed to do his job. Always comes down from the management down to the driver, or what, you know, whatever industry you're in, and it's always that person who's got the pressure on him who gets it in the neck for doing the job. Oh, Jesus Christ. On that note, I'm going to say goodbye. Oh God, I'm going to get a brew on, I'm going to edit this video, and I'm going to get to bed. What time is it now? 8:20. Hopefully I'll get it edited. There's not much to it, is there? Right, bye for now. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now. Stay safe.